Hey everybody, Tim here with today's episode of Orville, Season 1, Episode 10, Firestorm. So this is kind of an interesting episode. It kind of deals with almost like therapy in a sort of way, but using the holodeck, which is something we haven't really seen before, at least done properly, and technically speaking, even in this episode, it's still not done properly. So for this one, Alara is sent to save a crew member, but when there's a fire, she ends up freezing and kind of panicking a little bit, and the crew member dies. And it turns out he was pretty much going to die anyway. But she still feels guilty about it. And so she kind of talks to like different crew member. We find out that this is episode 10, but it's been 6 months since the premiere. She contacts her parents, which her father is played by Robert Picardo, the same actor that played the Doctor in Voyager. And I think this is the first time like a major actor from Star Trek has been in it. So that was kind of cool. They kind of talk about how Alara is not considered intelligent. Like she's below average intelligence, at least as far as her planet is concerned. So I thought that was kind of interesting. And then slowly we start to see more and more things. Like a clown shows up. There's a giant void that Kelly almost falls into. Claire kills Nurse Park and then tries to cut Alara. And then slowly you're like, okay, something's infecting the crew. They're in an alternate dimension. Who knows? Spiders start showing up everywhere. One even eats Gordon. By the time we get to the end, like you can tell as things are slowly spiraling more and more out of control, you can tell things aren't right. And then, of course, it turns out that Alara is actually in a hologram. And then from here, it becomes a little too neat where, oh, she had actually asked Claire to give her a mind wipe, so she didn't know she was in a hologram. She was able to exercise a special, code, so nobody's allowed to force her out of it. All sorts of stuff. Which is a little too clean for me, but it's an interesting concept where she has to work through her own things. And it turns out that the phobias are actually different parts of the actual crew. So like one of them scared of clowns, one of them scared of spiders, one of them scared of being alone, one of them scared of Isaac, one of them scared of surgery, all sorts of stuff. And she kind of took all of their ideas and put it together. So overall, it was a really interesting episode, really enjoyed it, almost to the season finale, which is really sad that it's going this quick. So for those who have seen it, what did you guys think? Go ahead, let me know, and I'll see you next time for New Dimensions.